let me show you a really fun cat eye black and white nail art design. We're going to do some stamping, we're going to do cat eye, and it's going to be monochromatic, so a really nice fun design. I'm going to start off by painting the nail completely black. I am using, this is Nail Order Noir, so it's a really pigmented black. I do really like using this colour. And you only need one layer because we're going in with a cat eye polish on top, so you don't need to worry about it being like super duper covering at this point. Okay, so make sure that it's nice and even but not too thick, because black pigment is difficult to cure as it is. We don't need to be making it any thicker and any more difficult for the light to penetrate, and make sure that we have a proper cure. There's fluff there. Okay, I'm going to remove the fluff and then cure it, and I'll be back. So I personally prefer to use pigments, and I kind of mix them in with clear gel and do it that way, but you can use whatever cat eye you wish. I'm going with a black cat eye. So it's like a really beautiful, look at that, black cat eye. Of course, it's going to look a little bit lighter than black because it's got magnetic particles in it, so it might come across a little bit more grey. And I'm applying a nice thin but even layer of this cat eye gel all over the black base that we've just done, like so. Let me just close these and put them away. And I used a full cover brush to apply it to the nail. The reason why I like pigments is because you can mix it and change the ratio and make it work for you and make it as reactive as you want it to be. Whereas pre-mix magnetic gels, obviously you're kind of stuck with how it's made, so you can't add anything or take it away if you so wish it to be less reactive. I'm going to use this bar magnet, so I'm going ahead and doing quite fast movements on the side, like so, and then the same at the bottom here, and then on the side. Obviously with a client, you won't be able to twist their nail upside down, well, round and round. So I am just creating the kind of look I want. So I'm just moving that gel around, moving around the cuticle area. I'm kind of moving it to the middle, and I want it to just, this pigment is super reactive, so it looks really good already. And once I'm happy, I'm going to cure that in the lamp. So we've got absolutely nothing here, and then when you move it, there's the cat eye effect. It's so good. I love it. So let me just pop that in the lamp. Once it's cured, what I'm doing is just using some IPA and then wiping the surface. I don't want it to be sticky. So I had a little play around with the design, and I wasn't happy with how thick it was looking. So I've gone for something a bit more floral. We're going to go with this one here. Hello, you can see me. We're going to go with this one here. And I'm also not going to stamp it in white. I'm going to stamp it in black and show you how cool it can look. So it's going to be a black on black design instead of black and white, but I think this one's going to look a lot more effective than the white one. I think the white one was a little bit too thick. So the black I'm using is from Born Pretty, and it's just a black polish. It's not gel, it's just stamping polish, and I find it works amazing. Scraping that, picking up the design so it's beautiful on there, and then I am going to roll that on once I've lined it up where I want it to be, like so. Okay, so if I want to add a little bit more, like here, I feel like it's missing a tiny bit, so I just added that on. How cute does that look? So now we just wait a couple of seconds for it to dry, and then we can top coat it, and then it's done. How cute is that? I love stamping. Stamping is absolutely amazing. So let me show you how to clean everything up again, just so you know. So your design, anything that's left on your stamper, you just roll it onto your lint roller. Make sure you always close the lid. And with your scraper, make sure you have acetone on your lint-free wipes and just give it a good clean. Then all you're doing is cleaning the plate, the stamping plate. Just give it a good scrub. I tend to do it a couple of times, make sure that it's nice and clean. I found that cotton pads are better for cleaning stamping plates than these. It will still rip them to shreds, but they are just a little bit more absorbent, so you don't need as many as the lint-free wipes. So our nail is nice and dry, so all we need to do is apply some top coat, and then I'm going to show you the magic of this design. Let's get that cured in a lamp. So here it is. Absolutely stunning. Look at that shift. But my favorite part is when this happens. So when the light hits in certain ways, the cat eye disappears and so does the stamp. And it is absolutely stunning. It's such a fun way to create stamping cat eye designs. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.